Today we're back with the first draft of the year in the LEC G2 vs BDS. Let's take a look. Getting right into it, BDS first pick Kalista. I'm not very sure how Kalista does with new items, but I'm sure Borg and Ginsu's are still very good for her. Also, I think she's decent because she bullies most lanes and doesn't really have any bad matchups, especially with Draven banned. Considering I'm not super in tune with pro drafting upon the new season changes, an understandable first pick here. The only thing we'll look for BDS to do now is build a comp along the same lines as Kalista, meaning early and mid-game focused skirmishing champs that are strong around 1 and 2 item completions. G2 first rotate Neeko and Aphelios, which is okay. Already you can tell that G2 wants to outscale BDS, but these two champs have very contradictory playstyles. Neeko is typically used as a dive champion who wants to get flanks in teamfights, while Aphelios wants to kite back and have the enemy team run into him. This already creates problems for how G2 wants to play teamfights, but they do scale very well, so if the game reaches 30 or so minutes not too out of hand for them, they should be fine with these champs. BDS second rotate Nocturne and Akali. The Nocturne is a very good pick here. It denies the dive combo from G2 with Neeko, and I think he's just a really good jungler right now. He works really well with the new items like Experimental Hexplate and Sundered Sky, and he clears the Void Grubs very well early game. The Akali is super random for me, and not a good pick here. She loses the lane pretty hard to Neeko and doesn't really outscale her. Assuming G2 draft any easily landable CC, Akali will have a very hard time this game. G2 finished first phase with Renata, which is good. Pairs well with Aphelios' playstyle and counters the dive of Nocturne and Akali well. Since BDS so far is willingly running into Renata and Aphelios, it could be very difficult for them to get on the G2 backline. Through first phase, I'd favor G2. Even though the Neeko and bot lane counter themes, they scale much better and have more coordination between them. They are for Vi, which I'm not really a fan of, but I understand why they picked it. Like I said, easily landable CC will make Akali and Kalista's lives miserable, and Vi provides that with her ultimate. However, she will always lose the 1v1 against Nocturne, has slower clear early, and doesn't work great with the new items. I think a better pick would have just been a tank like Maokai, who still provides the same things Vi does here, but with actual scaling frontline and good build options. BDS round out with Pyke and Renekton, which is fine. Pyke with Kalista is a good pairing and can look to bully the lane early game, making it hard for Vi to play around and protect bot lane. However, they picked Pyke into Renata with Bailout, which will make life hell for the Pyke. So clearly BDS is going for hard crushing lane and winning pre-15 or 20 minutes. With an R5 Gwen, G2 is in a good spot to just chill and scale. They should be trying to avoid early fights at all costs, while BDS should be trying to find them by all means. Very interesting team dynamics this game. Not horrible drafts by either team, but I'd definitely rather have G2. Better scaling and insane counters to the short range dive of BDS, and the added bonus of completely countering Pyke with Bailout and Gwen W. Thanks for watching, see you next time.